Here we go. We have a question, wildcard pattern matching. So it's a hard DP problem. We have given two strings, pattern and string, which may be of different size, and we have to return one if pattern, wildcard pattern, that is the pattern here. We have a string pattern matches with the string str, else we have to return 0. So all characters of str and pattern always belong to the alphanumeric characters, and the wildcard pattern can include the special characters, a question mark and a star sign. So a question mark is matches any single character, and a star is matches any number of characters including the empty sequence. Note here is the matching should cover the entire string, not partial string. So this pattern and this string matches, so that's why we have to return 1 here, else we have to return 0. So that's pretty much it. Let's build the approach and let's look into it. So if we have a question mark, we can only use it for only one character, and if we have a star here, we can use it for 0 to infinity characters. So I have a question. If we have a star and we have a characters, so this is str, so this pattern and this string, is it equal? The answer is yes, it is equal, because we can use this star for this element. Next, we have remaining string this, we will use it for this character, then this character, then we have a empty character. So we will not use it, and that's how we will compare this character. So let's look into the problem. So we have first character b and b. This is equal. Now we have remaining string, this string and this string. In this step, a and a is also equal. So we have star a, then question mark, then a b a b. So we have a star. We can use it here, or we will not use it. We have two ways. We have two choices to make. Either we will use this on this character. Actually, I think I missed a character. Yes, there's a 3a. Now there's 2a. So we will use it on this character. So now remaining string is this, or we will not use it. Means we will just skip this character. We will just ignore this character. So we have remaining string as this, because on this case we are just ignoring our star. So first let's go this way. So either we can use this character here, or we will ignore this character. So if we use this character here, it will compare it with a. Now the remaining string is this, or we will ignore this star. So we have two ways. So a b a b. So let's go this way first. So if we go this way, either we can use this character here, or we will just ignore this. So if we use this character, so b is now removed, or we will just ignore this star. So we have this remaining substring. Now same goes for this value. Here I can either use this star and we have remaining string this, or we will just ignore our star. Here I will go this way first. You can explore this way, but I want to go on this way. So here a and a is matching. So now we have this and this. So now we have question mark and b, means we can use this question mark on this a and compare it with this a. Here we have empty and empty. This case is valid, so it will return true. It will return true. From here we have this way, so this will return true, true. This will return true. So this string is valid, so this will return true and this will return true. If this string or this path returns true, we have to return 1, else we will return 0. So that's how we explore all the cases, but there are some overlapping problems. So that's why dp comes in. We have to utilize dp. Its length suppose is n, its length is m, so we have a dp of n cross m. So let's uh, let's check out how can we use dp and how we handle star case and question mark case for equal character. So for b and b, it's pretty easy that we go to I plus 1 and we will go to j plus 1, and from here I will go to I plus 1. uh, Sorry, a and a is equal, so I will go to I plus 1, which is this index. So I am at I plus 1 and I am at j plus 1. So I and j now points to star and a. Here our I zone pattern and I having a star character. So if I has a star character, I can use this star or I will ignore this star. Means if I contains star, so I stays same, and as you can see j goes to next value. So j goes to next value, or we will just ignore our star, means I goes to I plus 1 and j stays same. So we analyzed a case. So let me write here. If there's a star, first of all, if our character is equal, then what we'll do, we will go to I plus 1 and j plus 1. If there's a star, we have two choices to make. Either we go to I plus 1 and j, or I will stay on I and explore j plus 1. So what about question mark? Here, um, here we have a question mark, not here, on the next case. So here we have a question mark. If this is a question mark, so we will directly go to I plus 1 and j plus 1, means we will utilize this question mark on this b. So if I jump to if I compare this, so it will give me yes. So it is equal. So it is equal, so I can go to I plus 1 and j plus 1. So I have a case I plus 1 and j plus 1. Now what about base case? If I reaches n, if I reaches n, I I zone pattern. So I has something and pattern has something. Let's say b a b. if our I reaches to n, or if our j reaches to m. I is on pattern and j is on string. If I is on pattern and we have excluded our pattern and j is still on something, j is still onto a character, so we have nothing to compare. So if our I reaches to n, we will directly return false. If our j reaches m, so if our j reaches m and we have something, a pattern, we have some pattern here, so we have to we have to be all stars. If there's a question mark, or there's a character, but our second bit, but our str is empty, and we have some pattern here, so these pattern have to be all stars. So I have to run a loop from I to I have a, so j reaches m, so we have to run a loop from, so let's suppose this is k, so from I to n, from I to n we have to run a loop and check, is every character equal to star, is every character equal to star, because only stars we can ignore this character if there is only star. So if the character is not star, a pattern, let's say pattern of k is not equal to star, we will directly return false, else we will return true, means every character is a star character. So that's how we approach this question. Let's code this. Nm, we have a dp, I'm taking boolean dp because that is more convenient. So we have a dp and we have a function, solve function, and this will return true or false starting from ij, and if it's return true we will return 1, else we return 0. So ij, so as I discussed, if our str is empty, then we have to check in pattern from I to n. If every pattern contains star, then only we will return true. If any other character is present, means question mark or any alphabetic character, so then we will return false. Or if our I reaches to n, then we return false, means we have some pattern. Then we have a dp condition here. If our character is equal, pattern and string is equal, we go to next value and store into dp. Then we go to I plus 1 and j plus 1. If this is a question mark, then this is also simple. We will just go to I plus 1 and j plus 1. But star is the main thing. If this is a star, this is a star, then we have a dp and we can either go to j plus 1 or we can go to I plus 1. Or if the character is not equal, so we will directly return false in this case. So let's submit this code, and in between let's talk about time and space complexity. For time complexity, we are traversing each and every index and comparing every character, so its time complexity is I n cross m, and space complexity we have a dp of n cross m. So it's time to convert this memoization code into uh, tabulation code. So in this memoization code, what we are doing is we we are going from 0 to m minus 1 or n minus 1. So we first required this uh, this next index. So as you can see, we first require n plus 1, I plus 1, j plus 1, means the next index first. Then we are solving our 0 or 0 index. So this is called top down dp. Top down dp means first we are finding our topmost side, then we are reaching our bottommost side. So in the tabulation, what I will do is I will first find my bottom value. So this is bottom up approach. So I will first find my zero value, then I will reach to n plus 1 or m plus 1 and n plus 1 values or indexes. So in this case, what I need to do is, if so let me first copy this. So we have this value. So if a character is equal, so let's suppose we are starting from backwards. So we have this value, this is our pattern and this is our string. So we are starting from backwards. So first we check this and this string. So is it equal? If it is equal, then we go to our smallest value. So, so this is the case for memoization. But for tabulation, we are starting from zero value and reaching till n minus 1 and n minus 1. So let's suppose we are at this stage. So in this stage, this the character is equal. So we have to know if this character is equal. So we have to know the value on I minus 1 and j minus 1. Means we have included this character and then we are going on one lesser values or one lesser character. Same goes for star character I minus 1 and j. I minus 1, so I represent the pattern here. So I minus 1 represent we are ignoring the character, and j minus 1 it represent j minus 1 represent we are utilizing this star, and we are utilizing this star on jth character in str string. If this is a uh, question mark, so it is similar to character. So if it is equal, then we go to previous value. So that's how we will solve this question. But there's a edge case, like here, similar for here. So we have checked for j reaches m and I reaches n. So same applies here. If our pattern is star and our string is empty and pattern is a star. So in this case, we have to build a DP where we have to ignore characters. So for 0, 1, 2, let's suppose we have some values and some indexes here. And let's suppose 0 and 0 index. It means we are not taking any character from pattern, and we are not taking string any substring from string as well. So we have both as empty. So its value is 1, its value is true. And if if pattern is a 0, so here represent pattern. If our pattern is nothing but string has something, either one character, two character, three character, or four character, so all these values is invalid. So we will put false here. Then for this value, so here our str represent str is empty, so its length is 0. So if its length is 0, then we know that every character in the pattern have to be star. Every character in the pattern have to be star. So for star we will ignore every star. So if we have one character or one substring, we will ignore it and we will check, is this a star? If this is a star and its previous value, means we are ignoring our star, and all the substring length, all the substring uh, left out in the pattern is also true. So then only we will put true here. Then only we will put true here. This character is star and all the character means 0 till 1 length either we are ignoring or we have a one length, so and its value is true also, then only we will put true. Suppose this is question mark, so here this value is false because we cannot ignore this character, we have to utilize it. So this character is not star, so we will put false here. If after this we have a star, so we cannot put true here because this although this character is star, but its previous value, the previous substring is not true, so that's why its value is also false. So this value, the character have to be star and its previous value have to be true also. So only then we will put this. Then after finding out this length, then we iterate in this way, so we will find this way. So we will go in this direction. We have this cell now. If we have this cell, means we are taking one character here and one character from this, let's suppose b. So its index is 0 and its index is 0, but we are putting or storing this value on 1 index. So for I and j, we need to check for I minus 1 character and j minus 1 character, because I and j points to 1 and 1, but its initial character is 0, the string is 0 based, so we have to subtract 1. Only then we compare it. So let's code for memoization. So nm dp n plus m, n plus 1 and m plus 1 size. Then if starting from 0 till n, then starting from 0 till m. So if I0 and J0 means both character, both string is empty, so this is true. If I is 0 means we don't have any substring in pattern and we have some string in string str. In this case we will put 0. If our j is 0, so we have some pattern string, so this character have to be star. So we have to check with I minus 1, because here I is 1, because we have checked for I0, now I is 1, but this is 0 based indexing, that's why we have to subtract 1. If this is star and all the remaining substring is also star, means dp I minus 1 and j minus I minus 1 and j. So we are so we are looking in the previous row, so its previous row have to be true. I think a boolean array will be more convenient here, so we don't have to write for one condition. So if it is true, then we will fill 1, else we will fill 0. Let's talk about character. If character is similar, I already told you why we need to subtract minus 1. If a character is similar, then what we need to fill is we need to check for the remaining substring, means I minus 1 and j minus 1. If I minus 1 is a if our pattern is a question mark, then only then also same condition. If this is a star, then either we can go to I minus 1 or we can go to j minus 1. I minus 1 means we are ignoring our star, and j minus 1 means we are utilizing our star and use it on the jth character. So if either of these is true, we will fill 1, else 0, and at the end we will return dp and m. So let's submit this. So its time and space complexity is also n and m, and time complexity is n cross m, and space complexity is also n cross m. So can we improve this? Can we improve the space complexity? So what we are doing is we are looking for I minus 1 means previous row, I minus 1 means previous row, this is previous row, and this is current row, and just visited previous column. So surely we can improve the space complexity. by maintaining a current row array and a previous row array, and its length will be m plus 1. So let's optimize this. We have nm, current row and previous row. So what I've told you is, for the zeroth row, the zero value only the zero value is true and all the other value is false. So only for zero value, for previous only zero value is true, and that's why we have a condition here. If I and j is true, means we are not taking any substring either from pattern and string as well. So this is true. So that's why we are writing this, and we can directly start from 1. We don't need to start from 0. Then we will go to 0, and we have some checks. If j is 0, I 0, I have something, means pattern is something, and pattern I j 0 j. Okay, so we will start from I1. So we have a pattern here and we don't have a string. So if we have a pattern, and our second string is empty, so what I have told you is our pattern have to be all stars. So this is the thing, and everything is same except for dp I minus 1. For dp, instead of dp I minus 1, I am writing my previous row, and everything else is same. So we have a star here, and its previous row have to be true, then only we will write 1 else 0. If a character is equal, then we look for a previous. So previous means previous row and j minus 1. So same goes for question mark and for star. So for star we have previous j means we are we are ignoring our star, and j minus 1 means we are utilizing our star on jth character of str. Then this row, we have just traversed our row, then this row become the previous row, and we have to create a new row. So its length will be m plus 1. At the end we have to return previous m, because current we just initialize it and previous containing the answer. So let's submit this, and its time complexity is n cross m and space complexity is order of 2m. So I have a question for you now. So can we traverse, can we still space optimize this by traversing our string from last? So what I'm saying is, can we, so if you look at this, what we require is previous j minus 1, previous j minus 1, previous j, and current j minus 1. So we suppose we are at I and j. So what we require is I minus 1, j, I minus 1, j minus 1, and here I and j minus 1. So we require these things, these three value. So can we iterate? So we are, what we are doing is we are iterating from 0 to ij. Can we do this? Can we iterate from backwards? So here I have a loop from 0 till m. So can we iterate from m till ij, and we will find our previous value and this value, because we just visited this value, and we will, and just the next value, so this value. So can we iterate from backwards? So this question you have to tell me the answer. So that's pretty much it, and you have to you have to find out, can we still further optimize this, and if it's possible, just comment down your solution. I will surely check out. And that's pretty much it. If you learned something new, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And thank you all for watching.